So this is a massive tip for anyone who feels a bit low, suffers with anxiety or depression, and is just maybe generally going through a bit of a rough time. But also this can be used for anyone on any day, because it's all about setting an intention first thing in the morning for how you want to feel during the day. So this is one of the techniques that I've used over the last few years that has absolutely turned my mental health issue around, right? So I used to wake up in the morning and feel anxious and feel low and feel scared and horrible, and I know that lots of people feel this way. So when we wake up in the morning, that first kind of waking up, sometimes the whole heart can drop. You're like, oh God, another day of this bullshit. It's horrible. So what you can do is, before you get up, you wake up in this kind of drowsy state. Before you've woken up properly, your brain is in this alpha brainwave state. It's not fully woken up, and it's not fully in its beta brainwave state, this kind of higher alert state where we spend most of our time. So we can be in this kind of alpha state. So we wake up, the alarm goes off, and we're still kind of half asleep. When you're still half asleep, rather than jumping out of bed or trying to, or jumping on the Wordle, picking up your phone and jumping on the Wordle, what you can do, you can set an intention for the day. You can actually go into a nice little visualization. So we keep our eyes closed in this kind of dreamy state and bring a picture onto the screen of the mind, which is what you want to do, what you want to do in life, the target state that you're working towards, where you want to live, what you want to be. And it's like, it gives you an opportunity to summon up the emotions and the dream, the goal, or whatever it is that's inside you somewhere that kind of needs to come to the surface. Now, when you bring this into onto the screen of your mind, this vision, I mean, for me, to add context and clarity, I have got this thing about Spain, and so for me, it's me in my house in Spain, not the one I've got now, but another one. So the house in Spain, me on the beach, like first thing in the morning, just wandering around, having a coffee and just being in the sun. I spend a little bit of time in this vision and feeling how good it would feel to be there. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of, by choice, bringing in these heartfelt emotions into my vision. This is what I want. This is what I want. So you're just getting in touch with what you really want rather than what you don't want. So it's a desire thing. This is what I really want. And actually, when I'm, say, in that vision and seeing my goal and what it looks like, and bringing more and more detail into it, yeah, you can feel yourself in this vision. And this feels better. This feels better than waking up and feeling shit. Right? So this feels better than waking up and feeling anxious and jumping out of bed and just flying through the day. Because chances are, if you wake up feeling anxious and just shoot out of bed without a moment, you know, you could attract more stuff that's going to make you feel anxious to you during the day, basically. Whereas if you feel good by the time you leave your bed, or at least better, then that's going to be alleviated slightly. Okay, so it's all just giving you an opportunity to lay in bed for 5 minutes before you get up, 5 or 10 minutes, and just bask in this kind of vision of where I'm going, this visualization, wherever it is, a beach, a house somewhere, the life you would love to live, like a desk somewhere. I don't have that life now, absolutely not. So some people would say this is all pretty unrealistic, but many teachers have taught us that, you know, to use visualization, have to taught us that, you know, when we're doing this, like Neuro Science teaches us, that we're bringing in these visualizations and these emotions, like that, the elevated emotion. This is good for us. And also it's kind of preparing the neural circuitry of the brain to help us achieve this goal. So one, we can jump out of bed, or we can get straight on Word or whatever, and we can crack on with the day. But so you're putting yourself almost straight away into this high energy state, and you know, there's a tendency, what I found is you get more bounced around by life when you do that. But put your alarm on for 5 or 10 minutes earlier. And I know not everyone can do this, But you just give yourself 5 minutes to spend in this, one, concreting in what you really want, working out what it is, this desire, this dream, this picture of where you want to go, and just spending a little bit of time there. And then you're setting your intention a little bit more for how I want to feel. This is how I want to feel today. I want to feel this way. I want to feel better. I want to have more control over my feeling. And this is all kind of the start of actually choosing more how you want to feel, as opposed to being just bounced around by what happens in the day and how it makes you feel. So, you know, there's a huge, massive journey to go between the two, and it does take a lot of practice. But bringing in this a visualization first thing in the morning before you've even got up is a powerful way to use this alpha brainwave state first thing in the morning to help you feel better for the whole day. Not only is it helping you feel better for the whole day, you can return to it during the day at different times. So you can return to this picture during the day. If you want to have a 5-minute break, again, rather than going on Wordle, maybe have 5 minutes in your vision, close your eyes and go back to this vision and bring back these feelings again. Because what you're doing is you are intentionally and consciously changing your own body chemistry. You are changing how you feel by choice. And the more and more and more we do this, it gets easier. And then we end up just over time spending more of our time there naturally anyway, just feeling that way. And as I said, neuroscience tells us that when we're feeling these elevated emotions, these heartfelt emotions, we're seeing a goal, we're seeing a vision, we're preparing ourselves. It's called like mental rehearsal. We are getting ready for that thing to happen. And when we're getting ready for that goal dream to happen, we're going to start getting ideas, and we're going to start having inspiration, and we're going to start feeling differently and being led and, you know, triggering this kind of internal guidance system that we've got, our intuition. It's going to help us to move forward. And if we've got nothing else to follow in life, the gut feeling normally helps, or the heartfelt emotion normally helps. Follow your heart. So if you are in an office job, or your financial service, or you're professional, or whether you work in a shop, it doesn't matter, because you can still wake up feeling vulnerable, and you can still wake up feeling a little bit beaten up by life. So give yourself some minutes, give yourself some time, give yourself a few minutes. Sorry, I know my video is all over the place because I haven't got my selfie stick with me, which is a bit silly. Give yourself 5 minutes to kind of set this feeling, set this intention, set this dream, and then start really kind of working out what that dream is. What is it that I really want? Once we know what we want, we've got something to work with. So, and drop into this vision several times during the day. And also last thing at night, before you go back to sleep, if you can, go back to this vision again last thing at night. Because what you're doing is you're kind of having this lovely setting an intention again for how I want to feel overnight. And when we do this, we're kind of in touch with our subconscious a lot more, because this subconscious is going to help us get what we want in life. So you are slowing down this crazy monkey mind and opening up the channels between you and the subconscious. And when you do that, you are creating. You're in a creative state, because we all want to create a better life for ourselves, and we all want to create new opportunities, and we want to create good things. This visualization and starting to take more control, I hate the word control, of your emotions, but starting to master those emotions a little bit more by using visualizations is a brilliant way to get you on track to do that. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's beautiful here, and also if you can get outside, get outside. Please like, share to anyone who you think would benefit from this. If you're anxious, it's mental health awareness, you have got this, right? You have got everything inside you that you need to elevate beyond that anxiety, you know, because this is what we're doing by bringing in emotions into our body, because we want to and we desire to and we choose to. We will over time elevate ourselves out of the kind of danger zone of anxiety to somewhere a lot more comfortable, and then from that place life is a lot easier. My DMs are always open. See you soon.